Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Welcome to Lakita T. Sharpe's famous book discussion. I am so happy that you have decided to join us on today. So I welcome you. Hello, you guys. So happy that you guys are here. It is 8:09 and it is Saturday and it is June 6th. Yes, 2026. So I am so happy to be here today, and I actually have one of my long-term friends, Sharpe, that is joining me on today, and we are discussing how to be a successful you.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's your man, Mr. Sharpe, Shortmanfilmwerks in the building. We doing a little branch off right now. So we are talking about the book that I've written with a good friend of mine, Lakita T. Sharpe. Well, you already know, as I talk about on my videos, this is ex-wife, but just because you're ex-wife don't mean you can't be friends. So, good relationship, good rapport with each other. So, we're talking about a book that we wrote back in, what was this, 2020? 20?
Yep. It was
2020?
Yep.
Okay. So, we both wrote this book together. She did a couple of chapters in here, and I did a couple of chapters as well. So, we're just going to do this book discussion, which she does on her channel, which is on Facebook, right?
Yes, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
So we're going to just talk about the little things that we did in this book, and it's called How to Be a Successful You. And we are talking about this from our perspective, and what we feel like will be some gems. Will be some gems that'll help y'all along to achieve the best possible version of yourself that you can. As y'all know, I talk about it on my videos, on my Motivational Mondays, and Kita talks about it on her inspirational channel. So yeah, let's dive into it. We don't want to take up too much of your time, so let's go on and dive into it.
Wow, you guys, I am so happy to be joined forces with Sharpe. He is a powerhouse in itself. Always knew that about him. Yeah. So anyway, I knew he'd always be successful. Okay, so you guys, this is the book. This is How to Be a Successful You, and again, you can purchase it over at Amazon.com, and it's written by me and Sharpe, and Sharpe has other books as well that you can check out, right, Sharpe?
Yeah, I have some other books which I haven't pushed yet on my channel, but y'all will starting on along when I do it with the movie reviews, so y'all will know. And well, I'm on your page, so really, y'all don't know about this yet because I'm on her page. So it kind of goes off. It doesn't really go off of what you do because you got more inspirational stuff.
Right.
I'm a little bit more raw, but not on the Motivational Mondays. On the Motivational Mondays, that's my kick on getting y'all going through the week. But my movie reviews are a little bit on the raw side. So
the inspirational.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Motivational Monday, but we're gonna go to the book. What?
Okay.
What were you doing? Because I kind of lost track.
Well, anyway, My Thoughts for Your Thoughts is a good one, too.
Yeah, so I do have a book called My Thoughts, Just My Thoughts, and that's more of a inspirational book that I wrote in a 5-year time of things that happened in a 5-year time span of my life from age 35 to 40. So check that book out because that's a motivational book that I put out. Same thing, just to keep y'all going through your day, just to know that you're not alone, that whatever you're going through, somebody else is going through it as well. Right.
Just research, go to Amazon and just look for Sharpe, right? And then My Thoughts.
Get on Amazon.com, put in Sharpe.
Okay.
And not only will My Thoughts, Just My Thoughts come up, but my other books will come up as well. I have 3 other books as well. So they will come up too.
Okay, cool. So this is the book, How to Be a Successful You. And chapters 1 through 9 are my chapters, and like chapter 1 is believe in yourself, and chapter 2 is be yourself but with minor adjustments. And I wanted to talk about, like, with the introduction, Sharpe talks about when he was 13 years old, his mother wore a shirt that says aging gracefully. when when she was turning 40. I think when she was 40, right? She was turning 40.
I want 40.
Yeah, you were 13. She was turning 40.
40, yeah.
And it says aging gracefully. And now it's interesting because you were saying that it says that t-shirt always stuck in my mind because it made me wonder what life was going to be like when I turned 40.
Right,
How old are you now?
I'm 45 now.
And you have a birthday coming up, right?
Yeah, I do have a birthday coming up next month. I'll be 46. Yes.
Wow, you guys,
yeah,
can you believe it's like he's living up to his mother's shirt, aging gracefully? Look at him, you guys.
Got a little salt and pepper in there, but yeah, you age gracefully, but your body tells you other things every now and so on.
Well, what is your secret, by the way, for aging? For success, because that's part of success as well.
Taking care of your mentals. That's a big part. Taking care of your mentals, not allowing a lot of stress into your life. Watching what you eat. Even though I got a sweet tooth beyond belief, but just watching what you eat, and your body will tell you a lot of things that you need to start doing when you get older. And then you got to also understand too, a lot of stuff that you did when you was younger. If you abusing yourself, however it is, alcohol, drugs, a whole lot of unnecessary things that you don't need in your life, it starts to show up in you when you get older. So, message to young cats out there, man. If you in your 20s, man, and I know, you got that thing you like, I'm gonna do it now, I worry about it later. Kind of start taking care of yourself now, but take care of yourself, and as you get older, you start realizing there are a lot of things that you have to do to, your health. About your health. Your health is wealth, and that's true. Your health is your wealth. It's more than just about your cash flow. You got to have a working machine. And as long as your machine is working, then, you can do some good things out here. So watch what you eat. I exercise. I work out 4 to 5 days a week. So I do what I can to keep myself, in optimal working order. Yeah.
You guys, I wanted to say, too, for success, a principle that I live by, one of the scriptures that I live by is Proverbs 21:21. It says, this is something that I always stick to this. A person who tries to live right and be loyal finds life, success, and honor. So remember, you guys, keep God first in whatever you do. Be yourself and keep God first. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Chapter 1 talks about believing in yourself. And this is a chapter that I wrote about. If you believe in yourself and have dedication and pride and never quit, you will be a winner. The price of victory is high, but so are the rewards. So yes, you work hard. Hey, those rewards will come. You don't know when they're going to come, but you got to be consistent. That's one thing about being successful. You have to be consistent.
Yeah, indeed. You have to stay disciplined. As hard as it may be, as I ain't gonna look for no other thing. As hard as it may be, because this consistency and discipline is really it's hard at times, because sometimes you don't want to do it, and when you don't want to do it, that's when you really need to say, hey, even if I do a little bit. And that's what you got to remember. Sometimes you feel like if you're not doing a lot, then you're not making no movement. It's small victories, and I think I said that in one of my videos as well. You got to count the small victories, because small movements lead to more grand results. So you got to just stay consistent. And y'all know I talk about that. Well, I say y'all. I keep thinking it's your audience, but I say that all the time in my videos. Consistency. Just constantly keep moving. You gotta keep moving with a purpose. Don't just do busy work. Move with a consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
move with
nice.
Consistency.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you check, we're drinking some delicious tea, right?
I'm done with
okay,
mine.
can you say, look, my cup says main character energy. So you got to have that main character energy if you want to be successful as well. And what does yours say?
Live in the moment.
Live in the moment. I know that's right. Living in the moment. Yeah. Okay. So you guys, Mark, can you speak about a little bit really quick? We have about 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So can you speak a little bit about underdog? Because that's a chapter in the book. It's chapter 11. It talks about the underdog. Can you just say a little something about it?
I wrote that because I always felt like I was the underdog. I always felt like I was always counted out when I was younger. Even sometimes, even now, being older. And I think a lot of people kind of look at me as not a threat, because I don't want to be looked at as a threat, but I always kind of get looked at. I kind of always be pushed to the wayside, and that's fine with me because I've been like that my whole life. Where I'm a short dude. I'm 5'2", so a lot of times I put an example in the book that I'm 5'2", and I had this thing where I used to play ball when I was younger. So by me being so short, it was a thing where people didn't think I could get on that court and I could handle my business. And I made it my mission to say, hey, look, okay, I got to be faster than everybody else, because if I'm playing somebody that's 5'10", 6 foot, I got to beat them to the hole. I got to beat them to the hole. I got to beat them to the jump shot. So I had to make this thing where I like, okay, I got to work on my strengths. And being that underdog, I would get on the court and tear folks up. You know what I mean? Because they look at me like, oh, what this little dude gonna do? And I get out there, beat you to the hole, pull up for a jump shot. You didn't know it was coming. You know what I mean? Now, granted, am I saying that happened all the time? No, but I got counted out. And a lot of times I get on that court, people thinking one thing. I get off the court, they yell, yo, little man did his thing. You know, you can't count it out. So I talk about the underdog, that if you are underdog, don't look at it like, okay, this is a weakness. It's not a weakness. You go behind the scenes, you work on what you have to work on, and as you work on what you got to work on, you come out and you show them what you got. You show them what you can do. You know what I mean? I put in there, I say, hey, the underdog, it's the knockout punch. It's the thing that you don't see coming. You know, so be that underdog. And I also talk about it being, I talk about the cartoon of X-Men, and I got to wrap this up. I talk about the cartoon back in the day of X-Men, about the Phoenix being this bird that rises up from the ashes. And I always looked at myself like that, as being this dude that, hey, I get counted out, but I always come out, I always rise up out of the ashes, because that's my spirit. That's what I do. You know what I mean? So being an underdog is not a bad thing. Being an underdog is a great thing. Depends on how you look at it. It's all about your perspective. So if you look at it like, hey, I'm getting counted out, people are prejudging me before they get to know me, then I can come out and I can do what it is I got to do, and just be great at it. Just, you know, if you're the underdog, be a great underdog. You know, how many stories have we heard about people that been counted out, or, you know, they've been looked upon, or they've been judged before?
Kim Kardashian speak about that she was considered like an underdog, and then she went to be a lawyer, try to go back to school to be a lawyer.
I ain't gonna say my thoughts about Kim Kardashian, because it is what it is. But it is what it is, and no judgment to her, because we all got our faults. Ain't none of us perfect. You know what I mean? But we've had stories about. We've heard stories about hearing about the underdog, and like I said, your story might be the story about an underdog, you know. But don't let that stop you from doing what you have to do. You know, be that underdog, be that powerhouse. Let that be your superpower. Let it be your superpower, and, you know, prove them wrong. You know, prove them wrong. You know, one quote out here from Les Brown, but he said it with Frank Sinatra, that the best revenge is massive success. So be successful. You know, you want to get even with people, get even with them by being the best version of yourself. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Okay, so thank you for all of that.
Well,
it just flows out of you so effortlessly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So anyway,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. What has been one successful move that you made in your life? You guys can put it in the comments below. What has been a successful move that you have made in your life that has been successful? And I'm going to say, for me, it's chasing my dreams. Okay, I'm talking to the audience.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
And then talking to the audience, that you can put it in the comments below. What has been one successful move that you have made in your life? I would love to hear what you have to say. And for me, a successful move that I made in my life is chasing my dreams. I had to lose a lot. I had to go through a lot, and, you know, went through a lot. But, you know, ultimately, hey, you know, it was worth it at the end. You know, it's coming together in some way or form or fashion. And Mark Sharpe, in 1 minute, can you tell us what has been one successful move you made in your life?
I'm not going to narrow it down to one, but there's been a few successful moves that I've done. And I'm just sum it up that whatever you're going through, just keep going. Just keep going. You know, I'm not going to narrow it down to a story. Just keep going. Your successful.
Yeah, this guy writes stories with books.
Any successful move that you want to make, just make sure you're doing it in a way where it's going to benefit you. just be successful and just keep pushing. Keep plugging away. Just keep plugging away at what you're doing. Because any story can be a successful story. You could be down and then come back up, and that's just called life. So just keep plugging away at what you're doing. Stay purposeful.
Well, thank you, Mark Sharpe. It has been a pleasure having you back on the show and for us to reconnect again. And just, it's just, God is amazing. You guys forgiving, successful. You be successful in life, forgive each other as well.
Yeah, indeed.
I will see you guys, and thank you so much for joining us in the book discussion. I will see you later. Bye.
Take care.